Few men in history have left a mark as indelible as Alexander the Great, the conqueror whose ambitions stretched beyond the known world, a king who dreamed of uniting nations, and a leader whose legacy remains legendary even today. His journey to glory was one of personal sacrifice, military brilliance, and undying thirst for greatness. Alexander's life is a story that transcends time, a tale of a young man who believed his destiny was to rule the world. Oliver Stone's 2004 epic, Alexander, aimed to capture this grand and tumultuous journey. The question is, did the film succeed in portraying the magnitude of this historical icon, or did it fail to live up to the grandeur of its subject? Oliver Stone, the director known for his bold and often controversial takes on history and politics in films like Platoon and JFK, took on the challenge of bringing Alexander's complex life to the big screen, teaming up with screenwriters Christopher Kyle and Leda Kalogridis. Stone based his screenplay on the biography of Alexander by Oxford historian Robert Lane Fox. The film was intended to be more than just a retelling of events. It was supposed to offer an intimate character study of a man whose dreams extended far beyond his own lifetime. Yet, did Stone's vision truly encapsulate the spirit of Alexander, or did it fall short? Colin Farrell was cast as the titular character, bringing a raw intensity to the role of Alexander. His performance is one of passion and internal conflict, as Alexander wrestles with the weight of his empire-building aspirations and personal demons. While Farrell's portrayal was captivating to some, others found his casting to be a misstep. Nevertheless, his commitment to the role is undeniable, embodying the ambitious conqueror with a vulnerability that humanizes the legend. Alongside him, Angelina Jolie plays Queen Olympias, Alexander's fiercely manipulative mother. Her portrayal of Olympias is chilling and adds layers of complexity to Alexander's emotional landscape. Val Kilmer's turn as King Philip II, Alexander's father, provides a film with moments of raw power, while Jared Leto, as Hephaestion, offers an emotional counterpoint to Alexander's fierceness, grounding the film with a sense of personal loss and friendship. The cinematography in Alexander is another standout feature, thanks to Rodrigo Prieto's lens. The vast, sun-baked battlefields of Gaugamela and the lush, verdant landscapes of India are visually stunning. Each frame is meticulously crafted to immerse the viewer in the grandeur of Alexander's world, making the film's visual storytelling one of its most impressive aspects. The battle scenes, especially the iconic elephant charge in India, are a testament to Stone's attention to detail and commitment to historical authenticity. However, some viewers criticize the film's color grading and lighting choices, arguing that it created an overly stylized look that detracted from the film's realism at times. A grand historical epic is never complete without a powerful score, and Alexander boasts a soundtrack by the legendary Vangelis, whose compositions have shaped some of cinema's most iconic soundtracks. Known for his work on Blade Runner and Chariots of Fire, Vangelis' score for Alexander is nothing short of magnificent. The music is ethereal, sweeping and evocative, adding emotional depth to the film. From the haunting tones of Titans to the triumphant melodies of Conquest, the score elevates the film and underscores Alexander's extraordinary journey. Yet, despite its visual and auditory splendor, Alexander has always been a subject of controversy. Historical accuracy in epic films is often a point of debate, and in this case, the portrayal of Alexander's bisexuality became a focal point of discussion. The film openly explores Alexander's relationships with men, including Hephaestion, his closest friend and confidant, and Vangelis, the Persian eunuch. While this portrayal was groundbreaking, it also sparked controversy, particularly among conservative audiences. In addition, the film condenses several complex historical events and relationships, which led to criticism from scholars. Stone's intention was to explore Alexander as a person, rather than just a military leader, but some critics felt that the film lacked a cohesive narrative, failing to do justice to the intricacies of Alexander's historical journey. Alexander had an ambitious budget of $155 million, but despite the film's visual grandeur and the star power of its cast, it struggled at the box office. The film grossed only $167.3 million worldwide, a modest return for such a large-scale production. Critical reception was mixed, with some praise in the film's ambition and visual storytelling, while others criticized its pacing, dialogue, and overall execution. Over time, however, the film has developed a cult following. Fans of Stone's work have come to appreciate the film for its unique approach to Alexander's story, as well as its willingness to tackle complex themes of identity, destiny, and ambition. At its core, Alexander is a bold and ambitious attempt to depict one of the most fascinating figures in history. While it may not be a flawless masterpiece, it remains a visually striking and thought-provoking film. Whether one loves it or finds it frustrating, the film stands as a testament to Oliver Stone's daring vision, his willingness to tackle a monumental historical subject, and his attempt to portray a figure whose reach extended far beyond his own lifetime. The film's journey doesn't end with its initial release. There are multiple versions of Alexander, each offering a different perspective on the epic story. The original theatrical cut, which runs at 175 minutes, was followed by a director's cut in 2005, which removed 17 minutes of footage and added 9 new minutes. Then came Alexander Revisited, the final unrated cut in 2007, which was an extended version that allowed Stone to further explore the complexities of Alexander's character and the scope of his conquests. Finally, in 2014, the ultimate cut was released, offering yet another version of the film for die-hard fans and history buffs. The plot of Alexander is both sweeping and intimate. It begins with the narration of Ptolemy Isoter, one of Alexander's generals, who looks back on the life of the king from his vantage point in 285 BC. Alexander's early years are shaped by the influence of his mother, Olympias, and his tutor, Aristotle. He is portrayed as a young man who is fascinated by love, honor, music, poetry, and, of course, military combat. His relationship with his father, King Philip II of Macedon, becomes strained when Philip marries Attilus's niece, Eurydice, leading to Alexander's banishment from the palace. After Philip's assassination, Alexander ascends to the throne and embarks on his legendary campaigns. The film covers the breadth of Alexander's military conquests, from the razing of Thebes to his famous battle at Gaugamela against the Persian king Darius III. It also delves into his personal life, focusing on his relationships with Hephaestion, Vangelis, and his wife Roxana. The film portrays Alexander as a man who is both a visionary and a deeply troubled soul, struggling with the weight of his own ambitions and the personal sacrifices required to fulfill them. In his quest for glory, Alexander faces numerous challenges, both on and off the battlefield. His soldiers, weary from years of conquest, initially resist his decision to march into India, but Alexander persuades them to fight in the Battle of Hydasps. Though he is severely injured during the battle, Alexander survives, and the victory is celebrated. However, Alexander's personal life takes a tragic turn when Hephaestion, his closest companion, dies of a fever. This loss devastates Alexander, and his grief is palpable in the film's portrayal of his descent into self-destructive behavior. The film's conclusion is a somber one, as Alexander dies in Babylon at the age of 32. His death sparks a power struggle among his generals, who fight over the division of his empire. Ptolemy, in his memoirs, reflects on the great king's life and ultimately records that Alexander died not from natural causes, but as a result of poisoning, a theory that has long been debated by historians. While Alexander faced its fair share of controversies, it also earned praise for its commitment to historical detail in certain aspects, particularly its depiction of the Battle of Gaugamela. Historians like Eugene M. Borza and Roel Konijnendik lauded the film's efforts to accurately depict ancient warfare, even acknowledging the challenges of reproducing such complex battles on screen. The set designs, particularly the depiction of the ancient city of Babylon, were also praised for their accuracy, reflecting the latest archaeological discoveries at the time. However, the film also faced criticism, particularly in its portrayal of Persian and Eastern cultures. Some historians, like Kaveh Farik, criticized the film for its misrepresentation of Persian armies and their uniforms, pointing out inaccuracies such as a depiction of turbaned soldiers, which was historically inaccurate for the period. Stone defended the film's creative liberties, acknowledging that, while some historical inaccuracies were inevitable, the film aimed to capture the essence of Alexander's story rather than a documentary-level precision. In the years since its release, Alexander has sparked debate among critics and historians alike. The film's mixed reception is a reflection of its ambitious attempt to tell a larger-than-life story, one that involves not just military conquest, but also the internal conflicts of a man who believed he was destined for greatness. Whether seen as a grand cinematic failure or a misunderstood gem, Oliver Stone's Alexander continues to spark discussion and intrigue, a testament to the enduring legacy of the historical figure it attempts to portray. What are your thoughts on the film? Does it do justice to Alexander's life, or does it fall short of capturing the true essence of his legacy? Let us know in the comments below.